Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, I was going to say episode. I guess it could be an episode. I'm arguing with myself already. We're going to be talking about the new patch notes. First things first, Jaina Proudmore has been added to the game, and she is so expensive. But we're going to try her out. This is one of the characters I played at BlizzCon the most. Yes, I spent my time at BlizzCon playing a game I already had access to. Oh, in retrospect, that may have been wasted time, but
I'll show you a trick.
Jaina's abilities all focused around Frost. She is a Frost mage. So, for instance, her trait is Frostbite. All abilities chill targets, slowing movement speed by 25% and amplifying damage from your abilities by 50%. Lasts 4 seconds. By the way, if you don't know, this is the try mode. You can bring any character you want in here even before buying them and test them out. See if they're your play style. Her Q ability is Frostbolt. Deals 66 damage and chills the target. We did get the increased range on that. Blizzard is my W ability. Bombard an area with 2 waves of ice, dealing 55 damage each time the thing happens, and enemies are chilled. And then our E ability, Cone of Cold, cooldown 10 seconds, deal 53 damage, and you guessed it, chills targets. So once again, that trait, all abilities chill targets, slowing movement speed, and amplifying damage from other abilities by 50%. So she's an interesting character because not only do, let's turn on some minions, not only do all of her abilities combo together, but all of her abilities are also survival mechanics as well. So for instance, if we wanted to do a ton of damage here, we could walk in and do, well, I hit a minion a lot, hold on, reset cooldowns, that didn't happen, hold on, round 2. We could walk in and do a lot of damage here. But then, if it was if it was a point in the game where he needed to be aggressive, if Arthas wanted to chase me down and kill me, he could pretty easily do that because I already used all of my abilities to be overly aggressive, if that makes any sense. So I think there's going to be a nice yin and yang. You have to know when you want to use your burst and when you don't want to. In the BlizzCon build, she's definitely a little bit stronger. At level 3, let's reset level. At level 3 in the BlizzCon build, increases duration from chill from 4 seconds to 6 seconds. That'll be important because this has a 4-second cooldown. Yeah, that'll be important. And then at level 3, at level 4, excuse me. At level 4, you pick up, you can now pierce target now. No. What was it, Envenom I was using? I don't remember. Anyway, the idea was you could walk up to anyone, go boom, 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 and then because we have the increased time on our chill, we could get another combo off with our Q and basically get that increased damage out. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Her 2 ultimates are, by the way, this is not professional by any means. If you haven't picked up on this, if you haven't seen one of these patch videos before, I just kind of dick around and talk about what I remember. Whatever, these don't matter. We're just looking at the heroic abilities. So we have Ring of Frost. Just like the mage Ring of Frost from the World of Warcraft. You lay a circle down and you hope they stand in it. If they stand in the center, they do not get frozen. If they'll stop moving, I'll put them in the center. They do not get frozen. But everything around him will get frozen. If you get him on the edge, though, Arthas, stop moving. He does become frozen, and of course that applies a chill effect, which all of your abilities combo off of. Her other heroic ability is going to be a elemental that you actually can control. So it's a bit unlike the other elementals or the other pets. The Gargantuan from the Witch Doctor and these don't matter. The Gargantuan from the Witch Doctor and the Ultralisk from Kerrigan kind of suck dick. But you bring this guy out, and if I wanted to, I could just come tell him to attack this thing. And he listens pretty well. As you could clearly see from him listening pretty well. But go attack that one. And then, of course, because we can clear our cooldowns. Oh, he can't resummon it. That's kind of funny. Anyway, those are her basic abilities. I'll come with a build. I'll come up with a build for her very soon. They also, my mic's probably gonna spike. Let me check the levels. It's good. They also added in new models for Elite Tauren Chieftain. They made his face all pretty. They also added in a master skin for him, which is going to be this right here, which I love, by the way. Oh, that was good. That one is good. And they also added in. Oh, look who's that! Look who's popping out of the top there.
Just got her washed.
She wasn't there before. They didn't mention that. They updated the model for Malfurion. I hope they added in his new skins as well. God, he looks so good now. Malfurion kind of looked like dick before. Oh man, that looks good. Did they add in his corrupted skin? No, they didn't. They had this skin at BlizzCon for Malfurion. It made him look like Illidan. And I loved it. It looked so damn good. But this is his master skin right here. That looks excellent. That looks excellent. Where are the color variations? Oh, the red though. That red though. They also added in some Christmas skins. You could tell I'm the one making this video because all we're doing is talk about skins. This is the master skin for Jaina. It's a Kirin Tor Mage, and the Christmas skin. I believe the other person to get a Christmas skin was Rhaegar. Oh, he's so cute. I sent Force a message earlier. I was like, hey, do you have game sound? Because I didn't have game sound. And I think that's it. I think that's it for skins. They added in a new mount, which is this pretty guy right here, this pretty boy. Those are his color variations. The black one looks good. He gets a nice little horde insignia on his back leg there. That's cool. And the tail physics, oh. So one of the things that they're adding soon, that it hasn't been added yet as of the time of this video, is something called Stim packs. Now, a lot of people complain that the gold gain in Heroes of the Storm is not adequate. It doesn't meet their needs. They're not able to buy characters in a timely manner. They're not able to purchase master skins. And they don't think gold gain is enough. So Blizzard decided they want to implement this thing called Stim packs. And I know you're not looking at anything on the screen right now, but Stim packs essentially make it so you gain more XP and more gold at the end of each game. So a lot like IP or an IP or an XP boost in League of Legends. It's essentially the same thing. And people are up in arms about it right now. The way I see it, if gold gain is the problem, then gold gain is the problem. Adding in boosts is not a big deal. The people who want to buy boosts, it's there for them. It'll help them get more gold. If you don't want to buy boosts, you don't have to. But I do agree that gold gain is a little bit slow and deserves some attention. And this should be seen as an entirely separate entity and not a fix to gold gain, as far as I'm concerned. That's what I think. Now, some cool stuff they could do with these Stim packs, rather than just allowing you to buy them, I think they would be great to have as a reward for daily quests. You know, instead of 600 gold, let's say we have a daily quest for play 10 games, and then you get a Stim pack at the end of it, and that boost will last, you know, so long, and you get a little bit more gold, and you get a little bit more XP. I think that'd be a really good idea. Or something along the lines of, as you're leveling your character up, you get level rewards, like periodically. You could get a Stim pack at, say, level 30 or level 35 or something like that as your account level is raising. All right, what else do we want to talk about? Lily got a little bit of love. I'm downloading something now. Okay. Lily got a little bit of love in regards to her heal scaling, I believe. Basically, her initial heal amount is lower at the beginning of the game, but as the game progresses, she will get a bit more powerful. They decided to adjust Nova slightly. Let's see if I can even find her. What am I downloading exactly? They decided to adjust Nova slightly by nerfing one of these talents. They changed the name of Hotshot to Anti-Armor Shells. They changed the name of some other ability, too. I don't get it. And now Anti-Armor Shells deals 30% less damage. So that really, really slow auto attack on Nova is still a thing. One notable thing, cancel that download. She used to have Rewind in here, I believe, at this level. So Rewind has been removed from Nova. Rewind has also been removed from Anubarak as well. You can see right here. Now, who the fuck still has rewind? Brightwing. So rewind has actually been reworked. Before, it used to reduce the cooldown of your... Actually, I should show you an example on Falstad. That would be a little bit more pertinent. It used to reduce the cooldowns of your abilities by 10 seconds, your basic abilities. Now, it just resets your basic abilities, which is huge on a character like Falstad, because if we look at his abilities, Hammering has a 10-second cooldown. So what you would do was use your W, use Hammering, rewind, use Hammering again. Now, because rewind just completely resets the cooldown of your basic abilities, doesn't decrease it by 10 seconds, but you could just cast all of them again. Falstad could do a double barrel roll to get away. That's a 16-second cooldown. He can do that twice. He can do a WQ, rewind WQ again for that extra damage from his Thunderstorm. It has a lot of increased potential. Now, because of the new added power to the talent, it has been... it has had a longer cooldown added to it. They added 30 seconds to the cooldown. Let's see, what else changed that I remember? Once again, this is all off the top of my head. If you want to see the full patch notes, I'll probably say I'll add a link to the description and then forget about it. They changed one of Chen's ultimates, actually, and it's surprising that they changed the barrel roll one.
Welcome back.
They made it so the Wandering Keg doesn't have a shield. I thought they would kind of increase the damage on Storm, Earth, and Fire a little bit, because he just doesn't deal any damage, man. He's just a ball. He's just a big belly. The Abathur ultimate. Abathur. Where's he? Last page. His ultimate, which allows you to make a copy of someone on the battlefield. The cooldown of this ability starts to tick the second you cast it. Before, it would start to... the cooldown would start after your clone ends, after your clone dies or whatever. Now it's just right away. The passive of Stitches... The passive of Stitches has had its damage reduced. It doesn't show you here. I believe it used to do 14 damage base plus 2 per level, and now it does 10 damage base plus 2 per level. That's a change that needed to happen. I might actually have to change up my Stitches build now, because as you may or may not know, excuse me, my Stitches build was fully reliant on using his auto attacks to spread his vile gas everywhere. Now, I still think that's probably the most viable build, at least for my playstyle, but it is going to have a pretty significant damage nerf over the course of the game with that. But I honestly don't think it'll be too big of a deal. It's a problem when I'm #1 on damage several games in a row. I mean, it's a problem for a lot of reasons. Mainly because the other players aren't dealing enough damage. Tassadar, however, got nerfed into the ground, and I'm actually going to have to look at his changes in order to even remotely cover all of them. So let's go to Tassadar. Let's take a look at him. Where are you at, Tassadar? Where are you hiding? You should be on the first page, because every motherfucker buys you. Alright, so Tassadar's basic attacks... The slow on the Distortion Beam talent, which allows him to like channel his auto attack on someone, the slow has been reduced by 5%. It's a 20% slow now. The Oracle, which is his trait that allows him to get true vision on everything. It may not actually be true vision, but allows him to detect stealth units. The duration has been decreased by 2 seconds. There's a talent for it that used to reduce the cooldown by 10 seconds and now does 15 seconds, so a little bit of left there. And there was a movement speed bonus talent whenever you use this trait. That has actually been increased from 15% to 20%. So I actually want to look at how those talents line up. Does the slow from Distortion Beam fall in the same level? Yes, it does. So you either get to pick between a 20% slow on enemy targets or a speed boost on yourself.
My meditation is
to me, the slow is the obvious one there, because he could just kind of hit anyone. Now, Psystorm has a lot of changes. Psionic Storm. The cast range reduced from 10 to 9. Not too much of a significant change there. The Overload talent no longer increases Psionic Storm damage and now increases Psionic Storm cast range. What level is that? Overload, level 1. So you just get a talent that allows you to be a little bit safer in lane, or you can get some extra regen from the 2 other talents. Yeah, that pretty much makes it so that is going to be a lot, or used a lot less, I think. Let's see. Mana restored from the talent right here has been increased from 5 to 7. Critical strike damage reduced from 100% to 75%. They're really reducing the damage of Tassadar here. He's getting some significant nerfs. That was at, I believe, level... I don't remember. Basically, if you hit someone with the Psionic Storm, this one right here, level 7, you could then auto-attack them for guaranteed critical damage. And it looks like the damage bonus on those criticals has been reduced pretty significantly. And really, that's about it. The duration of his E ability has been increased with a talent. It's around here somewhere. I don't need to find it. But his main damage source, which was his W, was nerfed quite a bit. Also, it looks like his Archon form was reduced from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. Another really significant nerf. One thing that really changed, this will be the last thing I talk about because I think it's the only thing that really mattered to me, is the change to promote and infest and abilities of that nature. So what a lot of people were doing in this game, one of the main strategies, for instance, if you had an Abathur, you would pick, well, you could, I won't say everyone was doing it, but you could pick up promote at level 4, and this would give, oh, it doesn't even tell you the full fucking, it doesn't tell you the full talent. It would give, I believe, a health bonus. It says 300% health bonus and a very significant damage bonus as well. I don't remember the actual numbers, but it'd be a pretty significant damage bonus. And you would promote that minion, and it would just be promoted forever. And you would use it on catapults at the end of the game. They would walk down the lane and do like 3 times the normal damage to the enemy core. Now, promote and infest and the buffs that Azmodan gives as well, they only have a 15-second duration. What I think that means is that promote is going to see a lot less use unless you're playing Abathur. Because
lemon juice allergy solution elusive.
I didn't know Zerglings had a lemon juice allergy. I learned something today. Because there are some supports that can pick up promote as well. But you really have to have a global presence, in my mind, to use it now. If you want it to split push, I guess that is. If you want it to still have the same use that it had before. Otherwise, promote's going to be used in a situation where your team is already pushing and there just happens to be a catapult next to you. So that's a significant change. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. I know some of you find these videos very interesting. So there is my 2 cents about the patch. I'm going to go play some Jaina Proudmore now. I will see you all very soon with that video. Okay, bye.